Hey guys, Kevpert here with a new redirect tutorial, complete with 50 custom training shots. Now, since redirects require some car control, we're going to do a couple quick drills in free play to warm us up before we get into the shots. So let's head over to free play. Settings, controls, view change bindings, we're going to go all the way to the bottom, make sure we have pass ball, and I put on left stick here, and launch ball is also useful too. Our first drill is continuous flying with periodic use of the pass ball command. What we're looking for is a little redirect touch. So once you get an angle, you can follow it up with a double tap or an air dribble. I like to do this with constant arrow spins, and I try not to land on the floor, only getting landings on the walls or ceiling. Now, over the years, this is something I've seen a lot of pro players use to train their car control and redirects, especially guys like Justin or Monkey Moon, who are world champions and known for that kind of mechanic. This is an additional drill you can add on to my previous tutorials on car control, which is in a neat little playlist. So if you feel like you're not able to do this just yet and lacking the control, I'd focus on watching those videos first, following those drills, and then getting to a high level of control where you feel like you can do something like this. Drill 2 is using pass ball to hit redirects. So we're going to move the ball into a corner of the pitch, and then we're going to go to another corner. So if it's like back right, I'll move to the front left, and then I'll try to hit a redirect. These are good redirect angles, so you do have to move across the pitch a little bit like this, and then you can focus on striking and trying to hit the net. So try going on the wall, and you can even hit your double taps like this. See if you can follow, see if you can read the bounce. It's a nice little one. So this is something you can do between matches, especially when you know you don't have enough time to do a whole custom training pack. Just getting some reps for redirects. So we're going to move over to custom training. Now for PC users, there's going to be some setup involved, so we'll go over that first. So of course, we'll need Bakkesmod, so we're going to go to our Bakkesmod injector app. We'll go to File, we'll go to Open Bakkesmod folder. It's going to open up this folder here in your app data, roaming files. We're going to click on CFG, we're going to click on binds.cfg. Open it in Notepad, and we're going to take the codes that are in the description of this video, we're going to copy, and then we're going to paste them in here. We're going to hit File, Save, and Close Out, and we're good. Once you're done with that, we'll go ahead and relaunch our game. We'll hit F2, and we'll go to the Custom Training tab. Make sure we have Enable Custom Training Variants on. If we go to the bindings, we should see our new bindings I've loaded in. So today we're using F7, so I'm going to close out of that, hit F7 on my keyboard, and this should update the boost amounts to 64. Now we know we're ready. We're going to go into our custom training pack. Now I have it here in my favorites. We can just take this code. This code is also in the description. We'll go to browse, enter code, paste it in here, and there you have it. So we've loaded into our pack. We have 64 boost, and you're going to feel that little bit of kick with our starting momentum. That's a nice little skimmer to start us off. So since we have 50 shots, I'm going to do 50 plus shot demonstrations. Some of these are going to have 2 or 3 shot demonstrations that can maybe use a double tap or a flip reset. So I have a little bit of variety. But if there's something that you can't do and you would like to do, I would recommend going back, rewatching that section of the video. You could put it in 0.75 speed within YouTube and see if you can do it yourself. Shot 5 is your classic double jump area where you're just trying to generate as much speed as possible. It's all about efficiency. Shots 6 and 7 are skimming redirects. That's where you're using a double jump and you're trying to generate speed by making it hit the front of the car. It's very hard to do, but you can gain a considerable amount of consistency if you practice this. For shot 8, my pack is full of these. They're really tough. This is where you're cutting across in your post and you're redirecting it in. Maybe not such a likely shot that you'd go for regularly, but it's a shot that you can get really good at and expand your repertoire and really like test your car control. Shot 9 has a few different possibilities. You can go for the double tap, you can go for the redirect fake into flip reset just to change the angle, put the defense off. A shot like this is not too dissimilar from the car control drill at the beginning, so it's something you can build up to. But in general, throughout this pack, you want to master the double jump aerial, getting above the ball and striking it cleanly. But there's another way of practicing too. You can use it like a car control drill, do a bunch of freestyles, spins, and see if you can finish. In shot 14, this is going to have to use a double tap, so you're training the redirect, you're just going to aim that a little high, see if you can follow. So shot 15, this requires a lot of car control. I'm getting above the ball, hitting the very top of the ball and striking it down. That's why you constantly want to be training your car control, whether it's using my previous tutorials or doing your own little warm-up and workshop maps. It's something you want to stay on top of so you can finish like that. Shot 17, right before the touch, I just switched to free cam, and this helps me line up the double tap. So, as you might see in this video, and you'll see it in shot 19, I have 2.0 transition speed. This is something I've been trialing since players like Jan on Furia or AJG on Complexity, two super mechanical players, have been using lately, and I really like how it feels. It takes some getting used to, but it helps me line up my shots a lot better. Shot 24 is one of the hardest ones in this pack, where you're just trying to power slide around the ball, use a dodge, and strike it home. Shot 25 is a pre-flip into redirect. And shot 26, this is a nice little technique to skim the ball using the wheels. I find that to be pretty easy to do. This is a much harder technique. So shot 28, there's a couple ways to do it. You can do the double tap if you know that there's a defender really low and the backboard's open. And if the net's open, you should be able to strike it. Going for a double tap on an open net just lets opponents get back. Shot 29 is a backwall redirect where you can use a dodge to strike it down. I like to just use a front flip because it naturally points the nose down. Here's another wall redirect where I do a pre-flip from an upside down position. In shot 33, here's a very simple double tap that I go for, almost no aerial used, as opposed to this one where I'm getting more of a glancing touch with the corner of my car. And then here's an example of using the same shot and aerialing through my contact, and that generates a little bit of extra power. So shot 35, here's a little twist I do on the redirect, is I go for the redirect, realize I can't really score, so I go for a wall stop instead. For a touch like that, it's very difficult to do. Something like this, I try to create an angle by going to the left of the ball. If you go straight at it, it requires a skimming touch, which is going to have a low success rate. So getting a little angle and hitting with the side of your car is a lot easier and will help you be more consistent. Now I put an extra emphasis on these high redirects that we're redirecting down. That's because that's probably the most common redirect you're going to get, as players will tend to boom the ball in ranked, and you're going to have to work with what you got. Here's a shot that I've seen JNaps do over and over, where he goes for bump, turns back to the ball, and skims it with a dodge. Here's another version of the same shot, using a creative finish there. Same thing here. So that's going to end this video. As always, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting this channel. I'm really excited to churn out more high quality content for you guys, and really try to push the Rocket League community and raise the overall mechanical level, as the car control videos have done in the past. Best of luck and have fun improving. Peace.